It's 6 a.m. in Jakarta. The all-night pedicabs head home, for the day shift starts at 7 o'clock. The workday starts early, for later it will be like a Turkish bath. The foreign businessmen are still asleep over there in the Hotel Indonesia. And beside the hotel you find those pedicabs who specialize in giving foreigners tours of the nightlife. Now they sleep off the last unprofitable hours before the morning. One of these is Hussein. He can make $3 on a good night, whereas a day driver will only make $1.
You gonna go home now?
Yeah, I want to go home.
6:30.
6:30.
What did you do last night? Did you have a good night?
Oh,
good night.
Good night, yeah.
How many passengers you had?
But 4 passengers last night.
How much?
Yeah, but 1,000 rupees.
1,000?
Yeah.
All good.
All.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
By midday there'll be 200,000 of these betches, as they call them, crawling around the city. Hussein goes home by back rutted roads because the police have a campaign against betcha drivers in the early morning. 6:35. General Hoegeng, Chief of Police, is driven to work. This morning he's half an hour late.
Yeah. Yeah, what's mine?
Hussein, what is this? What is this stuff you're drinking?
Hussein comes across as sort of tough and jaunty, but his smile hides a rather hard life. Last year he nearly died of a vitamin deficiency, and now each day before home he buys a tonic he can't afford. Every morning the Betchaks take shortcuts on the new highways, and every morning they are arrested. Their real crime is that they're old-fashioned.
They have done traffic violation.
Oh, my God, there's a lot.
Well,
You're going to stop?
General Hoegeng, passing by, stops to make sure that his men don't overstep the mark. He doesn't make the policy, but he implements it.
What have they done exactly?
Well, they have, for instance, they have driven the Betchak on the wrong side. And then,
yeah. And they're not supposed to be on this road?
Right.
"6:55. Hussein is sometimes caught in such police traps, but this morning he reaches the depot without problem.
Kepada Kepala Kepolisian Republik Indonesia, hormat senjata!
General Hoegeng likes to be first at the office. An aide tried coming earlier, so the general arrived at 5:45 a.m. till the aide gave up.
Kembali 20, 20 rupees.
How much? How much did you give him?
80.
80. That's for 1 day rental.
Yeah, no, one night.
It's 1 night rental. Yeah.
Asal 5 juga.
This man here, he's your boss, is he?
Yeah, my boss. This is my boss.
Yeah.
Mr. Dasby.
Mr. Dasby.
Yeah.
How many betches in his company?
About 50 batches.
About 50.
Mr. Dusty is rumored to be a former underworld character.
Does he help you?
Oh, help me. Help with the batch driver.
If you get into trouble with police, for instance,
Yeah.
Now he's reformed, and tolerates no tricks from his drivers.
Good man, very good man.
En we hebben er zo lang aan gewerkt eigenlijk. We hebben er eigenlijk al zo lang aan gewerkt. En ik hoop dat het nou eigenlijk wel echt de puntjes op de i gezet kunnen worden. En
Some Dutch words which are very strong, you know. Like to say that word of what you call in English, goddamn. We don't have that in Indonesian, so we say in Dutch, godverdamme.
Watching Indonesia is sort of like watching a snake shedding skins. The Dutch skin is almost totally gone. Sukarno and the pro-Chinese, they've gone too.
I was make clean and I want to washing and I want to going to washing my body and my shoes, you see, and I want a little drink tea.
Now Hussein learns English, which gives you some idea of the color of the next skin.
This is your pump.
Yeah, my pump. Clean water, you see. Yes, I stay here tonight.
Good, huh?
See, yeah, good water. I think
This is where you live?
yeah, I live here.
Hussein is very proud of the housing Mr. Dusty provides. But someone reports him and us to the police.
Your boss.
We don't know exactly what we've done. Perhaps we're not supposed to shoot such poverty.
If you're not married, you live in there, huh?
Yeah, not if I have a marriage, I can live here. If I have marriage, I can stay there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We see you another day.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah, all right.
Goodbye, good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. All right.
Yeah. Pick him up.
We leave the little streets, but I worry about trouble I might have made unwittingly for Hussein. So I go to see General Hoegeng at headquarters, hoping to nip it in the bud.
One thing I wanted to ask you, the Betcha driver that we've been using in this film, Hussein.
Excuse me. Halo. Halo. Mas Pitata? Oke, terima kasih.
After we shot in his area where he lives, he had somebody started to say, who are these people shooting here? Now, apparently, nobody has been to the police yet, but he fears that somebody will go to the police and say, Hussein, why did you bring these foreigners here? What should I do?
Well, just leave it to me and I'm going to ring up the chief of the Metropolitan Police over here.
Good.
Sunday morning, General Hoegeng, Chief of Police, has his one day off. He rehearses on the veranda of his house with friends for their monthly TV show. Behind the house he keeps orangutans, because he says he likes them better than people.
I can forget those happy I sang a song of love to you. The tropic skies of magic blue. The lovely way you look at me. Your heart so true. Take away my heart. My island beauty. You're in my heart and never die. Oh, sweetheart.
Later, before lunch, he takes a spin on his old Dutch bike. Even on Sundays, he's in touch.
Saya di Braga 1 kan?
I sang a song of love to you. The tropic skies of magic blue. The lovely way you look at me.
Whether it's all calculated is hard to say. I do know, though, that he's trying hard to change the image of the police.
Angker, ini bir baru.
Angker, ini baru bir.
Well, dear TV viewers in Canada, we have just
This is a when you hear my voice, dear.
What time is it? It's now 6:05 and you're 5 minutes late, I think. Why do you start so early in the morning to work?
Well, actually, although I'm chief of the national police, I'm just a common cop, you know.
He was right. For a few months after the shooting, he lost his job.
Ini ditangkap di mana, Pak? Di Harmoni.
Di Harmoni. Mengapa?
Nah, masih tidur, dibangunin.
Masih tidur dibangunin, tetapi tempatnya kan di tempat yang salah.
Di itu pinggir Cina, Amparan. Nah, stopan bis.
Nah, tidak boleh, tidak boleh. Jadi jangan dong, ya. Karena ini kan coba tiap pagi diadakan begitu kan, situ capek, kita capek, lalu di situ yang. Saudara-saudara, kawan-kawanku, bisa, ya?
They say he was incorruptible. It may be that he was too incorruptible. He'd even put his own relatives away when they deserved it, and most Indonesians regard that as very foolish.
Apakah saudara-saudara mau berjanji kalau tidak akan berbuat begitu lagi? Ayo semua bilang, mau? Mau, oke. Mau nggak? Saudara kenal dengan saya? Terkejut, Boten? Boten, oke, terima kasih, ya. Jadi untuk ini kali, saudara-saudara nanti akan diurus cepat, tetapi lain kali jangan. Janji? Terima kasih. And they have promised me not to do such a traffic violation anymore.
Really?
Yes, they have promised me.
They said that?